And then there's dwarves, half dwarves and half orcs, commonly known as dorks.
That's not fun.
No.
No.
You
No.
insulted my people.
No.
I am deeply offended. I am swearing a vendetta against you.
Against the god of this world.
Welcome one and all to C31 Plays Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your host, GM Jared. With me is a table of nerds. On this side, playing Muggy, the cursed dwarf? Question mark?
Hello.
Is Tori.
That's me.
And next to her is Ollie playing Flo, that hippie grandma 3 streets over. On this side of the table, we've
May
got...
or may not be growing pot.
We've got...
muscle.
We've got Haley, the playing Tin, the Tin Man from another world, probably. And
Who knows? It's mystery. Fantastic.
and Hudson playing Stake, the Goliath barbarian seeking redemption for his dark past.
Also a farmer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plows faces.
Phrasing.
So you guys
Maybe
just
not
wrapped
as
up
much as you
an
may think.
encounter with a bunch of bandits, successfully defeating them, murdering them in front of your passengers' eyes. You're transporting the prince, Siegfried, and his handservant, what do I name her again?
Maria.
Maria, thank you. Transporting them from Hollyhale to Swinewhiskers so that Siegfried can get an education and become a statesman. And ahead of you is about a 2-week journey by carriage with draft horses, because you're going slow and stopping at every town. So you'll get the effects of a long rest, recover all your hit points and used spells and everything. And we're just gonna cut the travel time into dialogue, just saying that you guys travel day, sleep in the night, set up camp when you can't get a room at the inn, everybody gives you a room. You hear stories about bandits, but nobody too close and nothing too devastating. Some goblins are about, but there's nothing awful. And you approach Swinewhiskers. It's a massive castle on a mountainside. At the foot of the mountain is a small village that they grow crops and farm sheep so they can feed all the wizards doing their wizardy stuff.
Good.
Crops.
Yeah. Wheat and barley.
Wheat and barley.
Mm.
Lots of hops. Lots of...
Things to make good dwarven things like beer.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of poppies, I imagine.
No.
Yeah, some exotic
Sorry.
flowers for alchemy and such.
Lovely.
Alchemy.
And so you're going to have to leave your carriage at the tavern, and everybody's going to have to walk up the stair, like the pathway leading from the village up to the mountain.
First question.
Mm-hmm.
Should we have the prince bound and gagged so that we can carry him up the mountain and he doesn't run away? Or does he seem like he's going to cooperate?
He's pretty resigned to the fact that he's going to have to, he's going because there's no way out. It's a long way home back to his comfort.
Okay, good. That's much more
So
dignified for everybody involved.
God, I don't want to
I-
carry that guy up the hill.
Considering Tin's views of the nobility, he probably would have found that more preferable.
What if we just disguise Siegfried?
We probably don't need to.
No?
It's more I'm worried about him fleeing, but if he doesn't think he can get home...
We'll
he's...
just box him in.
He's cooperating and he's keen to get this over with and get out of your hands. And Maria, on the other hand, is a little bit nervous because her futures are less determined. Like, she's not sure where she's going to go, what she's going to do. But she's spoken to you guys about dropping her off at the next town over once you've dropped Siegfried off, and because she wanted to leave the palace. It was like too busy for her and just wanted to get out of that big city life.
Oh, So they're not
to a
together.
bigger city. No.
They're not
No,
like,
no.
No.
oh man, I thought we were helping out in some grand romance. This is bullshit. Like, kill them both. No, wait, that's against my characterization. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
I forgot to mention. So, a lot of the viewers probably don't know a lot about your characters and their history and backstories. And I also really want to assign lots of inspiration, which is the mechanic I haven't worked with before. Inspiration is if you do something really cool or flavorful, the GM will assign inspiration. You get to roll advantage on a check or anything you want. You just have to declare that you're rolling with inspiration before you roll any dice. So to hit both of those things at once, I'm inventing a new mechanic right here, right now. So if I ask you to make a check outside of combat, before you roll any dice, you can go, you know, this reminds me of the time that, and then tell me a story about some part of your backstory or character.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Excellent.
So
I have
for
many stories up my sleeves.
Oh.
for example, this reminds me of the time that Siegfried snuck out of the castle and went on an absolute bender. Winded up at a paladin bar where he asked one of the patrons there to lay on hands. They didn't take it very well, and he had to
That's
be.
the one with all the dudes in
had
the
to run
mushroom
on.
shirts, right?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
The assless chaps.
Just like,
Yeah,
shirts
yeah.
is like
Or
cord going across.
I don't know. There's just
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
something slightly queer about
Alright.
being a paladin.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so we're frog marching this Siegfried dude up the street.
He's getting pretty eager actually, and you're greeted at the entrance to Swinewhiskers by an ancient-looking gentleman, grey hair, long beard. He's wearing navy blue robes, and he greets you and he says, "My name is Wisnak. I am the Archmage of Swinewhiskers, forewarned of your coming today, and so I'm here to greet you in person. Where is this Siegfried? I see." And they wave.
I would assume he is the only one, I guess,
Yeah.
appropriate for your style of venue.
Mm-hmm.
This one's far too old, and this one's far too short. So
Aww.
Well,
Aww.
I feel
You are a
slightly
dwarf.
offended.
You and me both.
Should we go grab a drink later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. You're not invited, mate.
Strangest exchange.
seeing that his
Really
joke
hostile.
hasn't landed, he's like, but regardless, just
Yeah.
take the brat.
So
I kind of grab Siegfried by the shoulders and kind
Snag.
of push him forward.
clicks his fingers and calls for Wiznob to come and escort His Highness to his new quarters.
Wisnack and Wisnob.
Wiznob is in orange-red robes. He's a much younger gentleman.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Does every wizard in this setting start their name with Wiz?
Yes.
Oh dear lord.
I love it.
Oh god, why?
If you ask, you can find out what that's all about.
Is there a whiz bang?
I imagine so.
Yeah, he's the jock of the
You
school.
can just throw anything out and you might just get introduced to a random wizard right
Yeah.
now. And he's like, I'm looking for a whiz fandangle.
Mm.
Do you know where he might be?
I'm looking for a whiz odd.
Anyways,
So
We're
yeah,
going to take a whiz.
Wisdom.
so
Bad.
the Wiznak is gonna then give you all your reward for escorting Siegfried all the way up here. There are bank notes for 200 gold each. You can cash them in at any major city where the royal bank has a branch, which is basically all the cities on the map. Well, in the human realm. Because 200 gold is a lot of gold to carry on a person. And as he's doing this, behind him in the background, you're going to see, well, you assume it's a person. They're running from stage right to stage left. And there's just a bedroll around their entire torso up to their knees. It's got like goggly eyes on the back of it, and there's like teeth chomping. And you hear muffled screaming as he runs past. But Wiznak pays no attention to it whatsoever.
I think this wizard has been making mimics and has perhaps failed on his animal handling roll to tame said mimic that he has foolishly created. This is how many wizards died.
Mimics.
Oh,
No sense of right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just like wizards.
Wiznak,
Yeah?
what's the deal with
Oh, it's nothing. We've got it completely under control. And from the other direction, you see another, like a yellow-robed wizard running past. This time being chased by a grandfather clock with the pendulum hanging out the side of its mouth like a long tongue. And then the wizard keeps running, and the grandfather clock stops and then spits a couple of cogs at the running wizard and continues chasing him down the road.
This is like some Banjo-Kazooie level shit.
Yeah.
It's like it's like someone's taken the Rareware version of like game development and just applied it to a university. It's like, just put some eyes on it and it'll be fine.
I would like to ask Wiznak how high the mortality rate is for students at this school.
No, is
Well,
Siegfried
in the
out of
last
earshot?
24 hours, it's really jumped up quite a bit.
Oh no.
And so we may have use of your services. It seems a lot of the furniture around the university is suddenly coming to life and attacking people.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so you'd like us to put down some furniture.
Well, you heard the man. Let's redecorate. I just like charge. I start walking in.
Yeah. I will pull out my crossbow and I'm gonna say something along the lines of "This better pay well."
I'll just get my shield. No.
We're pretty sure we've narrowed down where the magic is coming from. Just nobody's prepared to go down into that cave.
That.
There's a cave on campus.
I just call as I walk away. I just call. Of course, it's a cave.
Come back, Tin! We're
It's-
learning valuable information.
Oh, it's just down the road always. It's really easy to spot.
Okay, point us in the right direction.
What kind of magic are we having to deal with right now?
The kind of magic that makes mimics.
Alright, I'm up for it.
Copy magic.
Steak is very confused.
Hey, Stick,
Very
do you want
confused.
to...
Are we smashing tables now? We get to smash
We get to
tables?
Yes.
flip tables.
Yeah,
This is like
Very
this is
satisfying.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's like the
Steak
rock
can
star
smash.
lifestyle, man. We get to trash an entire hotel room and get paid for it.
Alright.
Let's go stab a couch.
Yeah.
Run
Yeah.
towards the
Yeah,
cave.
it's enchantment magic, basically.
Is Maria with us?
She's probably down in the
Maria's gonna opt to stay at the carriage.
Oh, good. So
Well-
I mean, I assumed she was staying there,
Yeah.
but just in case, I was just gonna say go
Um,
back to the carriage and sit on your hands for a few hours.
Yeah. we
If
don't wanna
pushed,
get
she'll
so
come with
loaded.
you. But right now, she wants to just stay out of everybody's way.
No,
on
unless
that side.
unless we're planning to feed her to a couch, I don't think it's a good idea.
No. No.
I mean, the refrigerator. No, I just remember what I was.
So let's charge in the direction of this cave that we've been told is the source of the mimics.
Yep. Because I had no better way of
I have,
like, directing you.
I have a
where
very
you go.
serious question.
Mhm.
Are these like your average cartoony mimics, or are these like
Well,
Dead.
he said googly
or like
eyes.
Dark Souls
Scary
mimics?
mimics.
Oh,
Like
No,
the
Dark Soul
Yeah.
mimics.
Dark
Oh my
Souls
God.
mimics, like the kind of mimics that are just going to take you out in one hit.
no, nothing
Oh, good.
that dangerous. 'Cause
Good.
That's not right. You guys are only level 2, remember?
Ah, right,
I
yeah.
don't think we're playing Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Haven't you read
Yeah.
any like
I mean, a
games
mimic-
articles lately? Everything is Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
true.
the Dark
Every-
Souls of
every-
Dark Souls.
Everything is Dark
This
Souls.
is the Dark Souls of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A cave full of mimics.
This is like the Dark Souls of like tablets. That's
Mhm.
the Dark Souls miniatures.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys arrive at the mouth of this cave. It's pretty dark inside. Who's got dark vision around the table?
Yo.
holding onto your hand.
So you guys,
Oh dear.
Can't glide.
so you guys want to know? Are gonna want to have like.
Torches, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
I have
gonna
the torch.
pull out my one of my torches, just
Mhm.
kind of
I
light
know.
it with my flint and just kind of hold it.
Alright, if you're doing that, I'll stay at the back. And
Mhm.
I can see by yours.
Yeah. The other question was, what's your marching order?
At the back.
Okay. Who's taking?
I reckon probably
point?
combat
Mhm.
individuals should be at the front, possibly the one with dark vision, followed by the one
You
with.
guys are combat. You wanted to be at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Should I go?
Yeah, you should go there so we can
Yeah.
at least
Yeah,
you can
Bart
see
should go
past
in the
us.
middle.
Yeah.
I will take lead for silly group.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For silly group.
You're not silly.
Jared, I hope you got the mimics off the shelf.
No, because these they're not chests. You see.
No, I have other mimics.
Yeah, I didn't want
I
to.
have bedroll mimics.
didn't wanna
and
lose-
grandfather clock mimics.
I didn't want to lose them.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
can use
her-
our
her-
imagination.
her-
We
I
can
can-
use our
I
imagination.
can I can attest to this. Her figurine collection of like little miniatures and stuff is amazing,
Mhm.
and she's hand painted them all, and they all look fabulous. Just
They
fabulous.
do look really stunning.
So good, so good.
So the cave you find yourself in is about 40 feet in diameter. All around the walls are random bits of furniture. Most of them are destroyed.
Mimics have been
Good.
fighting each other.
Maybe somebody destroyed them.
Is there any
Do
way
they
to
look
actually?
burned?
Some of them do. Some of them are pretty dilapidated and broken up.
Okay, so maybe a wizard broke them.
Hmm Roll me perception checks.
Wizards.
Oh, that was intense. Natural 20.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
So I have a natural 20 plus 1 is
11.
My new dads.
21.
I rolled a 6. My perception is 1, so
12.
that's a 7.
Okay, so you notice in one corner there is a trap door, but it's really weird because it's not aligned properly with the wall. You guys with your natural 20s plus, you guys get all the information. So there's a chest of drawers off to one side that seems to be breathing.
I don't look at it. I don't pay it
Out
any.
of sight, out of mind.
There's a completely destroyed desk and a stool,
Okay,
but the stool is perfectly intact.
Okay.
so the stool is the badass.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm
Fun fact.
going to like quietly relay this information to everyone because I
Mhm.
presume everyone else isn't as good at seeing things in the dark as myself.
Mm-hmm.
I already saw it.
That's good for you. And then I'm gonna say that. So I'm gonna attack the stool. That
Mhm.
trapdoor is probably also a mimic because it's not lined up with the wall, and just assume that everything that's an object in this room is also violent.
As soon as
Don't
I see,
step too close to anything.
As soon as I see, are you shooting or just pointing?
So once everyone's ready, I'll fire at the stool.
Okay. As soon as you fire, I'm gonna thorn whip the chest of drawers that's breathing.
Okay.
I take notice of everyone drawing their weapons and being like,
Mhm.
well, whatever's happening, I want in.
Yeah, so combat's gonna happen. I'm gonna get everybody to roll up some initiative.
Okay.
Oh, sad.
Oh,
I'm a cleric.
natural 1.
This is
Law of averages.
5.
I rolled a 9.
Mhm.
That's plus 3, so that's a 12.
Okay, so Tin got 12. Steak got
5.
plus anything to that?
What do I add to
Your
it again?
initiative.
Your
Initiative.
initiative which is your
Plus
dex
2.
modifier.
So say 7.
7. Okay. And
Thank you.
Water's good.
Flo
6.
and Moggy.
A grand total of 3.
Okay.
We're not
Well-
cut out for this world.
Apparently not.
The
So
wolf goes last.
you guys had actions going off, so I'm gonna let you do those. Flo, you were gonna
Thorn whip.
thorn whipping the chest of drawers.
Mm-hmm. She's melee.
Go for it.
Be careful, they may be into
that
that.
doesn't. Yeah, that's a 10.
So your thorn whip managed to wrap around the. Oh, thorn whip moves a person that it hits, right?
Yeah. If it fails, it's 10 feet closer.
Yeah. So
If it succeeds. Yeah.
Yeah. So your thorn whip wraps around the chest of drawers, but you can't get it to move.
Damn it.
But it is lassoed.
You can
Moggy,
swear that the chest of drawers is blushing.
Dang it. Okay, that's fine.
you had an action.
Yep, okay, so I wanted to fire my crossbow at the stool.
Yep.
I'll make a ranged attack. That is a 21 to hit.
That will hit its AC.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And that is a grand total of, oh my gosh, I can do maths. 7 damage.
7 damage on it. Okay.
Nice.
So now we go to regular. Tin, you're up. What are you attacking?
Well, I just rolled a nat 20 to hit the stool.
Yep. So that is definitely a crit.
Yeah, I'm just rushing forward, essentially like, aha!
Pulling out your rapier to stab it.
Okay.
So you roll twice the number of dice that you normally would, and you add your damage modifiers.
D8 I can roll. Wow, people just offering me
That was a
dice.
1. Don't use that one.
Oh, yeah. That's your dice are bad.
Oh.
Nah, I'm kidding, Tori. I love you. It's fine. You're the best.
Do. See, that's why you use my one.
That is 18.
18 damage to.
That's an 8
the
plus a 5
stool.
plus my 5 plus 5 on attacks.
Mhm.
And that's piercing damage.
Yep.
Piercing.
Like a hot iron. Just.
Yeah, just sliding it on in.
Butter.
Pretty much.
Okay. And then it is one mimic's turn, and it's gonna be the stool. It's gonna leap up in the air and spread its legs out wide and just spin.
Oh.
Oh no, not spin to win. That's the best tactic.
So unlike a regular,
This
bite
reminds me
attack.
of the time I read a comic book about Batman turning into a saw blade. It's a real comic.
That sounds great.
does
No.
11 hit your AC?
My 11 does not. My armor class is 16.
So it just tinks off your armor
Yeah, pretty much.
ineffectively. Steak.
Steak is still very confused.
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea why all these chairs are spinning
of
and
people.
running around. But it's okay to smash some things.
Yes.
So I'm rolling a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Mismatch.
Yeah, to hit.
13 plus my strength modifier
Yep.
is and the proficiency bonus.
Yes, as well.
Yes, so that's 20.
Or that hits. Which object are you attacking specifically?
I'm attacking the spinning stool.
Okay. Go for it. Roll
All right,
some
so I'm
damage.
rolling a D12 for
Mhm.
slashing damage. 7 plus 7, so that's 14.
Nice.
All up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Flo. You're up.
Alright.
You have got a vine whip around the chest of drawers, but I assume it goes away.
Yeah, it goes away after an
Mhm.
action. And then I'm going to take it back and go again.
Try again.
Just
Go
keep trying to
speed
hit
run,
it.
love.
Go for it.
Go speed grandma.
Ooh, that's a natural 19.
Yep.
Plus 6 is 25.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a D6. Yep.
Yep.
So that's 3 points of piercing damage, and it is pulled 10 feet closer to me.
Excellent. It
I don't
moves
know.
closer. And so the top two drawers sort of tilt inward and start to blink at you. They look real rounded angry.
Sorry.
Oh,
Not really.
Started off fun and now it's just angry.
Why are you blinking at me?
It's because
'Cause,
it's
yeah, I forgot to actually give facial characteristics to the stool.
It's just like
I
a
just-
spinning top.
Yeah.
the chest of drawers forgot the safe word.
Okay, so now it is the
Moggy's turn.
next mimic's turn.
Aww.
The chest of drawers is still a few feet away from you, so what it's going to do is it's going to launch its bottom drawer at you in a ranged attack.
Oh no.
That doesn't sound fun.
And that is a miss. It just misses wildly because you spun it around.
That's so speedy.
Yeah. And then it is Muggy's turn.
Okay. So, do you think that these chairs have minds with which I can do psychic damage?
Roll me an Arcana check to find out.
Excellent. I can do that. So that is a 15 plus... What is my Arcana? 2. 17?
Yeah, mimics definitely have an intelligence.
And intelligence.
It is a...
Not a great intelligence, but
It is
some.
a negative intelligence modifier, but it is great enough that it is greater enough that they can have their own language and communicate.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I am going to maybe cast... So we have... One of the mimics hasn't acted yet.
Yes.
So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on that mimic because it'll make him run away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a wisdom save
Okay.
for that mimic.
Oh, what is the DC for that?
15?
That is not a successful wisdom save.
That's
on
okay.
this
Half
one.
damage.
Oh no,
No,
you
it
succeed.
failed the wisdom save. So
Oh,
you do
so I do
max
full
the
damage. Yeah. Excellent.
What are you whispering to this trapdoor to make it feel inadequate?
So here's the thing. All of the ideas that I have for insults involve people who are normal people.
Mhm.
This trapdoor has me a little bit stumped, so I'm going to tell them that the trapdoor that its styling is at least 3 seasons out of date, and it should be ashamed of its architect.
Oh no! That's so rude.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Ooh.
So that's 10 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and no, it's 15 damage. I'm very bad at maths.
I was like, you're missing a dice.
15
And
damage?
It must make its full movement away from us.
Okay. So it's now that mimic's turn, and it sort of grumbles and slides along the floor away from...
In its turn, it can come back.
Yeah, 15
But-
feet away from you.
When our turn happens, when my turn happens, it
Yeah.
immediately flees. But in its turn, it can come back.
Oh, right, okay. Well, unfortunately, I haven't given this particular mimic a ranged attack, and it's too far away from everybody, even if it moves its speed of 15 to try and get a little closer.
So
That's so
it's
slow.
just back to where it started.
Yeah, basically.
Hooray!
Top of the initiative, it is now Tin's turn.
Get him.
Mhm.
Tin is still wrestling with this stool, so
Mhm.
he's going to, just stab it again.
Mhm.
That's all he's good for.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh
dear.
no.
That's a
I should have
7.
given
That's a
someone
2 plus
bardic
5.
inspiration.
Yes.
I forgot. I'm a bad
Mhm.
bard.
You
What
are the
was
worst
the total?
bard.
attack?
7.
No, that is not a hit, unfortunately. Then it is this stool's attack. What is your AC again?
AC is 16.
Excellent. That is definitely a hit then. So what it's going to do is it's just going to, instead of jumping up and spinning around and do something fancy, it's just going to kick its third leg at your shins.
Ooh, shin kicks.
I mean,
Yeah.
tin's made out of steel, and the chair is made out of wood, I presume. So surely tin wins this round.
That's all up. That's 5 bludgeoning damage.
Still hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah. God damn.
I don't know. I'm wondering, I'm trying to reconcile this and wondering if it's more like Alphonse in Full Metal Alchemist, or it's like, I don't know, something else. Am I a soul
the-
inhabiting a suit of armor, or am I a real boy?
I think you're
Nobody
like
knows.
the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. So
Possibly.
there's literally a person inside of you.
Oh wow, this is
You're
also,
just wearing armor.
this is cool.
Phrasing. Ooh.
I didn't read this part. Adhesive, object form only. It's in its object form. Adheres to anything that it touches, a huge or smaller creature. Adheres to the mimic, is also grappled by it.
Oh,
Escape
Uh-oh.
DC is 13. Ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage.
Oh dear.
If
So
it's
you
stuck to me, I can still
Suey
stab it,
Tin
yeah?
Man.
Yeah.
I can, yeah, well,
You're
that's...
grappled by a
It is
stool.
right where I want it.
Okay, I shan't try to save you from the sticky chair.
Steak.
Like
Steak smash.
There's a chair on your friend.
Someone poured juice all over this thing. Rrr.
Well, it's only his fault that he's stuck to the chair.
Oh, thanks a lot,
He
pal.
needs to lift his work a little bit better.
I'm
just saying it like it is, okay? There's no room for second-rate tin men. 16. I rolled a natural 16 plus 7, so...
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, okay, let's do this.
I feel like that was
Natural
also you cast Dissonant Whispers against 10.
Tin's moral. Yeah, it is.
3d6.
Okay, cool.
Tin's back. Cut
I'm
him.
I got a 1.
Oh no.
Plus 7 though, so I got 8.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wow. What
I guess
was
this
all,
is
what
against
were you
the
saying
stool.
before about
I have a big
lifting
stone
your-
axe.
Me
Yeah.
needing to
and I
lift my
smashed it on the
game?
stool.
Nah.
Flo's turn.
I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame down on the wardrobe, so he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
An eternal
Surely your
flame.
wardrobe doesn't have a great deal of dexterity.
It most certainly does not. That is,
He fails it?
yeah, definitely. What was the DC?
14.
Yeah, failed it. Rolled in the 10s.
Oh, I don't like that dice. That's 1d8 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh no.
I love cantrips.
Second mimic's turn. The chest of drawers is gonna move up to you and try and bite you.
How does that work?
Shield up.
One the middle drawer that's
That
still
will
in
show.
it is flips open and closed.
Oh.
I'm really little, so it's just gonna be like, grandma. Gone.
What's your AC?
18.
Yeah, 18 beats that. So that's gonna be 7 damage, piercing damage because it bites you with its teeth, and there's going to be a further 4 acid damage to that one.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's not fine. I'm very sore, guys.
Oh dear.
And then it is Moggy's turn.
Okie dokie.
We need some health potions after this, y'all.
Yeah.
You need to be better.
Yeah,
This is a
they'll
bit rough.
probably be
Rude.
We're in the
Savage,
magic
I'm
capital,
sorry.
so it should
well,
be-
yeah, they'll definitely be an apothecary in the town.
So
that you can
I'm
swing
gonna do a
past.
second Dissonant Whispers
Yep.
on the trapdoor again.
Okay.
This time I'm going to inform the trapdoor that its choice of patina and finishing was just so incredibly tasteless. Not even a peasant would deign to have that trapdoor in their house.
Its varnish is just absolutely appalling.
Yeah. Shoddy craftsmanship.
I reckon that works.
You would know. You are a dwarf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This cuts right to the mimic's core because it thought it did quite a good job on its finish, and it suited the natural surroundings of the cave pretty well. Obviously, they're
The
wrong.
wooden trapdoor.
Yeah.
In the stone cave.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, trapdoor.
So,
You're
that's
really
not
dumb.
quite as good with the damage. 9 damage, and it flees its full fleeing power away from us.
Full
Distance.
fleeing
Yep.
power. Yeah.
So immediately moves 15 feet away.
Yep.
And then tries to move 15 feet back to the group, and doesn't get far enough to do it. Hit anybody.
Hooray,
Good.
I'm kiting it.
Yep.
Silly flap.
Oh, that'll be on the hit's turn. But was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
I
Because
would
that was
like to
just
give
your
someone
action.
some bardic inspirations.
Mhm.
Who would like bardic inspiration?
I have a chair attached to
I'll
me.
give you a bardic inspiration.
Mhm.
That works.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a
Tim, You are
question.
grappled.
I have a couple of questions,
Mhm.
just for clarification before I do anything. Mimics. Now, is this actually is it a wood? Was it originally a wooden chair?
Able to take the form. So these mimics were conjured into being, but
Okay.
yeah, they are wood. Essentially
Okay, so
on the
yeah, because
outside.
their organic properties have taken on the properties of the stuff they're
Yes.
trying to take on. So it's wood
Yes.
essentially for all intents and purposes.
You want to set fire to it.
I have dropped my torch.
Mm-hmm.
Did I drop my torch when I started fighting?
You probably yes, because you have to pull out your sword with your dominant hand.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so is my
switching
torch still going?
Yeah, it's on the floor, just
near me?
away. Yeah.
Yeah, I make a dive for my torch.
Mm-hmm.
I grab my torch, and then I start burning the fucker.
Okay.
I just...
It's, yeah, your speed is 0, so you can't move. But you can pick up your torch because it's right next to you.
Okay, cool.
Because what the grapple thing is doing is preventing you from getting away from it.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah.
So it fails its save to move away. Roll me d6 fire damage.
D6 fire damage.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I'm going to roll Bardic Inspiration.
you can't
Bardic
do it with
Inspiration
that.
is
Can't do
for
it?
checks.
Right, okay.
Well,
I rolled a 1.
It takes 1 fire damage and is on fire.
So fire. And that was
So-
my main action, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was your movement to pick up the torch and your action to attack it.
Cool.
You have a bonus action if you want to use that.
I'm a
Bonus.
little worried about the fire spreading to 10,
Tin is steel.
but 10's belongings may not be.
Ah, well.
I'm not going to be that mean. Depends how
Hooray!
long he remains grappled for.
Well, I guess as a bonus action, can I try and unstick the thing?
It's full action to
Okay.
get out of it. Like that. That's the
Well,
punishment.
yeah, I guess I'll just start doing something.
Okay.
Wailing on it with the torch, essentially.
Well, it's the stool's turn, and
Yeah.
being on fire, it's going to panic a little bit. At the start of the turn, it takes a d6 fire damage.
Do I roll that again?
Yeah, roll another d6. It's that first one. There we go. That's better. It is super close to being dead.
Let it never be said the fire doesn't solve every problem.
So, in a panic screech, it's going to let go of Tin and roll around in the dirt to try and get the fire off of it.
Stop, drop, and roll.
It does not succeed in its
Wow.
dex check. It rolled dex is +1 on it. So yeah, it puts itself out. It gets its turn.
Oh, it put itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You messed
I was
up.
like, oh.
But it's very nearly dead. Steak,
Hooray.
it's your turn.
Steak smash, baby stool.
Yep. Go for it.
11.
Yeah,
Plus 7,
Yep.
so 18.
Definitely a hit.
Okay.
Roll me some damage.
A lot.
11
Excellent.
Ooh,
plus
it's dead.
7, 18.
I'm noticing
How
that
exactly does this stool disintegrate when it comes into contact with your stone axe?
So it's just finished rolling around in the dirt, so
Mhm.
it's just like kind of regained its kind of composure. And then it looks up at Steak, whose shadow looms over the little stool.
Yeah, the steak is now backlit by the torch.
This is like,
Perfectly as a silhouette.
oh man.
And just completely brings down the huge stone great axe and shatters it into 1,000
This
splinters.
is like,
Nice.
And you hear this little
Yeah.
echo through the cave.
yeah, this is like.
And then all the other furniture in the whole room just turns around and go quickly.
It's like
God, they're all alive!
Oh no!
It's like Batman's family in Crime Alley levels of disturbing. It's just Steak's just showing up. It's like, give me your pearls, Schmack.
All right.
There's like a little
Very
baby
scary.
stool off to the side, just whinging and swearing revenge on all criminals.
And then a
Join the justice.
little walking filing cabinet with a mustache gives it
Yeah.
the baby stool its coat.
It grows up to join the. It grows up to join the Justice Stools of America.
Yeah.
Phrasing?
You stand as a child?
It's Flo's turn.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Flo,
You broke Jared.
you broke the DM.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a piece of upholstery. Do-do-do.
Alright, Flo who's duking it out with the cabinet is going to
Yep.
cast Inflict Wounds.
Yep. There we go.
Oh no! That's an 8 to hit.
Do you get your modifier on top of that dice roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. That
So 6 is 8.
being made of wood, and well, the outside, it resists your necrotic damage.
Just like, oh, the one bad spell I have.
And goes for another bite.
Oh,
As it's turn now. Oh, is there anything else on your turn? Do you want to like try and move away from it? Provoking
yeah.
attack of opportunity?
Nah, just
bonus
keep
action?
my shield up. That's
Okay.
all.
Does an 8 beat your AC?
Sure doesn't.
Excellent. Moggy, it's your turn.
Hooray! This is a winning strategy, so I'm gonna dissonant whisper that trapdoor again.
Mm-hmm.
This time I'm going to tell it that it's such a disappointing trapdoor that no thieves would even bother trying to break into it.
Oh, deep cut.
But it's hiding some valuable secrets.
This dice is good.
Mainly Jared's
Um,
stash. I should have said that a little louder for the microphone. Huh?
No, you shouldn't have. Does it wisdom save of 12 beat the DC?
No, I do some damage.
Yes, you do.
A little bit.
Okay, so that's 10 damage and it flees.
Wow. Nice damage. Yeah, it moves 15 feet away from you.
This trapdoor is just getting beating.
I feel like we're cheating.
Well, I'm now out
No
of
more
first
magic in
level
this
spells,
party.
Yeah.
So
Moggy won't be
just
able to
use
do
all your
that
spells.
anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, she's cast 3 first level spells.
Cool, man.
Alright.
You can cast the same spell over and over again. You
Yeah.
just have to use up all your spell slots.
Mm-hmm. I
Where-
know.
So anything else on your turn, Moggy?
Bardic inspiration to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
I-
one?
Yeah.
Give it to her.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, you
Wow.
have a huge-
Flo needs it a little bit more than
Jesus,
Steak
dude.
does.
Right.
They
So
had help with the frickin' stool.
I did
And
all
he's
the
not
heavy
even-
lifting.
God,
Okay.
it's this cabinet.
I did all the
Where-
heavy
where
He's
is the
really
final
aggressive and confrontational, even though he's not raging right now.
I'm just
I
keeping
just
it real.
feel there's
okay?
a lot of anger built up in our barbarian here
Yeah.
that is just
It needs to come out somehow.
he needs to let out his aggression.
Maybe it's
Alright.
because I'm such a bad influence on him with all of my horrible insults towards that trapdoor.
Yeah, Steak
he-
is
he
somehow
learned
in
it
tune
from
to-
me.
See, the idea is
learned it
insult
from
the
me.
enemy, not your party members.
I'm
So good.
Steak's somehow really in tune with all the psychic energy that's going on around him that he's just over here.
I'm
That
just
was
promoting you to work
surprisingly-
harder, okay? Because I know you can do better.
Sure.
That's it. I know they can do better. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
Okay.
Tin.
Right, so
Your stool quarry is dead.
Yep. So who's the closest?
Flo is engaged with a chest of drawers that does not look very much damaged at all.
Okay.
There's a cowering, whimpering trap door that's taken a lot of
No,
damage.
that's the
Trap
small
door,
dwarf
trap
child that has it
I'm not a
covered.
child.
I thought I had the cabinet
The
covered.
the dwarf has it. It's fine.
You've
So
done
the
4
cabinet.
damage to it.
It's fine.
Would I be able to stab it as an action and burn it as a bonus action?
I will let you. Yeah, because you can use your bonus bonus action to attack with your offhand weapon. You just don't get any proficiency bonus.
Okay, yeah.
with it.
So my
Because you're just
offhand weapon
touching
would-
it with the wood, I'm rolling a dex save for the thing.
Right.
So I'll
cool.
let you attack it and then try and light it on fire.
Yeah.
so
Right, cool. So I'll attack. I'm gonna launch at this cabinet and
Yep.
attack it with
your
my
rapier.
rapier named Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 13 plus 5. That's an 18.
That definitely hits. Roll me
Yeah,
some damage.
Roll you some damage. Oh no, it wasn't a D6. It was a
No,
D8.
rapiers are d8s.
Yeah, that's my fault. That is about 4 plus 5. That's 9 points of damage,
Excellent.
and
And
then
you're gonna touch it with your
pretty much just
with
You
your
know,
torch that you're holding in your left
yeah, pretty
hand.
much like boom.
Oh, so this this cabinet is not treated oil. It's like bare pine. So it's got no varnish on it to light up real quickly like the stool did. So it does not catch a light.
It's harder to kill.
I don't know why. I have no idea why. They have the same basic stats.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jack.
Steak.
Yes.
You've downed one foe. There are 2 more.
Oh. So we've got a trapdoor that's being made fun of.
Yep.
And then we have the chest of drawers, which is shooting acid.
Biting people,
acid.
and they are taking acid damage from its acidic saliva.
Okay. I would love to smash some drawers. So do I need to walk towards it? Or
Yeah, so you've got 30 feet of movement. You can basically move to any point in the...
Okay, alright.
Yeah, you guys can get around the room very well. The mimics can't because they're slower.
So I waltz on over to this chest of drawers, and then let's see if we give it a smack.
Yeah.
That's a natural 17 plus 7.
Definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
That's our 4 plus 7. So
It's 11.
11 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Smack the drawers.
And Flo, there are 2 of your fellows attacking this chest of drawers.
That's good. I'm going to cast. I'm really low on health. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. So that is 7 plus 6. I'm up to full. Again.
Okay. Excellent.
Is that good maths, guys? I'm up to full again.
7
yes.
plus 6 is 11.
Yeah, up to full. Just.
No. 7 plus 6 is
13.
13. Wow.
Oh, good.
I did that live to the internet.
Oh, good. So I'm back. I'm good now, and I'm going to step back. Let's get out of there. That's just my turn.
If you step away from it, it's
That's
gonna...
why I healed myself before I stepped away, instead of doing it after.
Natural 1. It does not manage to bite you as you get out of its reach.
Nice. That's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Mimic's turn. It got smacked by 2 people. It's hard to decide who to attack because one of them did a lot of damage, the other tried to light it on fire. I think it's going to go after the guy who did the most damage to it.
Good luck.
Steak. What is your AC?
It's 14.
Yeah, this beats that.
No!
I finally rolled in the teens, you guys.
Hooray!
17 plus 5 is 22.
Dang.
So you take...
How dare pathetic draws touch me.
If
That
they're so
is
pathetic, how did they get you?
I'm not talking about it.
7 piercing damage as it bites into the flesh of your right arm,
Okay.
and a further 4 acid damage.
Oh.
Yikes.
So I'm on 12.
At least you're made out of hit points, so.
You have a reaction as a Goliath, don't you?
Oh, yes.
If you want to use that right now,
I
you
have
could.
Stone's Endurance, where I can shrug off injury by using a reaction roll.
Yep.
Which is a d12.
So you use your
Thank you.
reaction to do Stone's Endurance. Roll d12.
4.
Plus your con modifier.
2, so 6. So minus 6.
So you have to roll over the damage to nullify all of it. I'm gonna say that the 7 and the 4 are different parts of the overall damage, so you negate the acid damage.
Okay.
But it still sunk its teeth into your flesh.
So you still take 7.
Still takes 7 piercing damage. Moggy's turn.
That's all right.
Okie dokie. I'm out of magic, so I'm gonna shoot a crossbow.
Okay. What target?
At the trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like focusing fire on the trapdoor that I've been blasting this whole
Yep.
time is probably a good idea.
Yeah, 3 people on the chest of drawers. Shouldn't take long.
So that is a 17.
That definitely hits.
Wonderful. And then I need to roll some damage. That's not quite as good. 7?
That is plenty of damage.
Oh, okay. Is it dead?
No, not yet.
Aw. Well, I will give you a bardic inspiration because now you need it.
Excellent.
I don't know about that, but I'll take it.
All right.
And I would like to back up a bit because I feel like it's going to come after me.
Yep, yeah. You can move to like a fair distance, try and put your back to a wall away from the chest of drawers and the trapdoor.
Sounds
so they
good.
can't get to you.
Same action as last.
Yeah,
Strike and burn.
yeah, let's go.
That is 7 plus 5. That is.
What did you roll to
That's
hit
12.
though?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Meets beats.
Meets
12
beats.
beats its armor class.
Nice.
Excellent.
Roll me some damage.
Some damage. That is 9.
Excellent. 3. And then you're going to try and
Yeah,
burn
burn.
it, and it's going to try and get out of your way. And it does not. It catches fire. Roll me a d6 fire damage.
6.
Ooh. Nice. Steak. You're
Somewhere
up.
in the background, Disco Inferno starts playing.
Well, I think I'm keen to use Reckless Attack.
Mm-hmm.
On the first attack, get advantage on melee with strength attacks.
One sec.
Did you raging to use reckless?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
Not that. I didn't bring up
Very
the
tight.
I didn't bring up the guide on my computer, so I don't know if you need to rage to do reckless attack.
I mean, you could just rage.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm so frustrated at everybody's poor behavior.
because it's
Oh.
a reaction to rage.
Ah,
And my
Wow.
own embarrassment.
you are never getting healed again.
So I'm angry now.
Because I'm going to use up all my spell slots. But
So yeah, okay, so I'm raging, so I'm
we're tying a
rolling
doghouse to the side of the
advantage
carriage. You can
on
see
strength
that.
strength
saves.
saves. Okay. And
But
also
you have a look in the
I've
book.
got
and
plus
you've got
two, I've
to
got plus
damage
2
and things.
damage, I think.
And so roll 2d20s for your attack. I
No,
think.
no,
For the
that's just
reckless
strength
attack?
saves.
The reckless attack, though.
Oh,
Isn't
Yeah,
that
I
what it
roll for
does?
advantage.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so I'm rolling d20 first. 8.
And then the second one, and you take the highest.
8.
8 or 8.
But plus 7, so 15.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Roll
Now-
me some damage.
So 6, but I roll advantage, right?
Advantage is
First-
rolling 2d20s on checks.
Okay.
Damage is as normal.
All right. So that's 13 damage. 6 plus 7.
and
Oh,
then-
plus 2.
Yeah, and then
For rage.
you've got rage damage as well on top of that. So all up, you do 15 damage.
Correct.
All right.
Smash that. Draws.
So it looks like you don't have to be raged in
Oh.
order to do a reckless attack. It just says, starting at second level, you can throw aside all concern for defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls
Yeah.
using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn.
Well,
Okay.
I'm angry at the fact that I don't have to be angry to do rage.
Well,
Which
it's
instigates
good-
my rage.
It's good that you did it because you did an extra 2 damage. It's
Yeah.
always worth it. Flo, it's your turn.
Am I able to run up to the trap door? Can I
Yes,
get
you
to-
could.
Okay.
The chest of drawers is very nearly dead.
But there's
the
like
trapdoor
3
is
of them
not.
You
there.
started.
Okay.
You started it. You might as well finish it.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to the chest of drawers
Mhm.
with my quarterstaff.
Yep.
Try and get
Hit
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. That is 17 to hit.
Excellent. Roll some damage.
That is, what is my damage? D6. 3, that is 7 bludgeoning damage.
That is enough to kill this chest of drawers.
Yes!
So I have an image in my head, and tell me if you prefer a different way. But you run up and you just like whack it with your stuff, and then nothing happens for like a heartbeat, and then it just collapses in on itself.
Like
Yeah,
terrible
yeah,
IKEA
perfect.
furniture.
Yeah, like there were
Like,
no
she's
screws
screaming
on.
the whole way, just like angry old lady, just like, "Ah!"
Get off my lawn! That kid's stealing my mail.
Excellent. Okay, Moggy.
Back
There
in
is
my
one
day, we
trapdoor
made
left
things
alive.
to laugh.
Okie dokie. I am going to fire upon this trapdoor with my crossbow again.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's a good idea. That's not a very good roll.
Well, not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't hit it. Because you said
no.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've spent your bardic inspiration, so I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Excellent. And is that all the bardic inspiration you can dish out?
I have one
today?
left.
Excellent.
Go, you're just throwing it out there.
Uh,
Nice.
What's your charisma modifier?
Charisma?
Yeah.
5?
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you can. Yeah, fine.
Did you not remember that I have a very high charisma?
I thought it was
Oh,
18. I thought it was reasonable. See, when I roll up characters, my characters never exceed 20 on any one stat.
I haven't exceeded 20.
Well,
It's just 20.
Yeah, it's at 20. It's the highest it can possibly be.
I have
Guys.
several stats that are
Real bad.
real bad.
Everybody,
okay.
everybody calm
Okay,
down. Calm down.
Muggy. This mimic is going to move 15 feet up and growl at you, Tin, because it's like
I'm not
ignoring.
Tin.
Oh, sorry. Muggy, because you're the only one that's hit it.
Yep.
And so it's focusing on you.
Makes sense.
While it's got. You hit it twice with a crossbow, right? So it's got 2 quills sticking out of it.
Yeah.
Roll with disadvantage because you're in melee with the
Yeah.
range thing. Anyway, Tin, you're up.
Yeah, so I pretty much just moved to the last one, I suppose, and just go, stab and burn. This that's the proven tactic with this.
It's pretty good combo.
Is it proven
And I'm
though?
being
It
real
hasn't
nice.
done anything
Oh.
yet.
Yeah, that's 18 plus 5. That is
Nice.
a 23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And
Roll me
then
damage.
roll your damage. That is. Oh no, that's not the one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I should keep those two separately. So that is a 11. That's 6 plus 5.
Excellent. Also
Wow.
very close to being dead. Steak.
But the burn.
That's my name.
Oh yeah, right. Burn it. Right. Let's roll a dex save. It exceeds the DC to not be
Alright.
burned.
Cool.
As you stab it, it sort of spins and you just miss it with the
How annoying. It's
with
just
the
a
torch.
trapdoor. It's not even. It's a plank of wood. with a
Mimics,
handle.
mimics
And a
are the
hinge.
definition of annoying, though. Like, mimics they could be anything and anyone, and they're just little bastards that play horrible fucking tricks on people.
Steak.
So I
You're up.
charge at this trapdoor using my reckless attack again. Gonna kill it. I got a 1, but I rolled 2. Oh no, that's a 7. That was a 7, not a 1.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 17.
Much better.
Plus
Yeah, that's
7.
much better. That is definitely a hit. Roll me
Okay.
some damage on that.
I got a 12. Plus 7. 19.
So that's max damage you could have rolled there. Yeah. You hit the hinges of this trapdoor, and it springs open, and underneath there's a ladder going down.
What?
Because there was
Was
no
it
other.
And now there's one.
Because there's no actual exit for this room,
Oh.
like this cave. It was just there was no exit, but there's now a trapdoor which you can traverse down.
Does that
I
mean
don't
we're like
trust
kind
those
of
things
going
at all.
inside?
Okay.
It's
It's
Well,
There are two possibilities here. Two possibilities. We are either, it somehow has acted as an actual ladder to the other rest of this dungeon cave thing, or we're about to enter the insides of a mimic.
Both of which
Both
sounds
of-
great.
Fantastic. I'm just worried about how we're gonna get out.
Oh, okay.
Well-
Does anybody
I-
need some healing before we carry on?
Mhm.
I don't think so.
Cool.
Maybe just you.
Just you.
I've got a little bit of damage, but I would like to point out trapdoors are called trapdoors for a reason.
His traps. Can I inspect this mimic and work out if it has perhaps actually died or if it is playing possum?
Yeah. Roll me a medical check.
Medical.
You checking if something's alive or dead.
Okie dokie.
Do you need a hand with this one?
Yes.
Alright.
Is
Yeah,
your
you
medicine better than mine?
Probably.
Insert the mash thing.
Your medicine is much better than mine. I will assist you.
I mean, she's wearing like Groucho mask glasses, and that's as close to Hawkeye as you can get. So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, they did a
Smash.
parody of the Marx Brothers.
That is 12 for a medicine.
Yeah, no, it's super dead. You can see down a freestanding rope ladder that goes down into a well-lit secondary cabin.
Okay.
Who's going down?
You can check out the other corpses if you want to see what happened to
I
them.
want to see if there's any
Treasure?
like jewels and stuff that they
Okay,
might have.
in the chest of drawers
Yeah.
that
No,
you
that's-
killed?
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say let's loot the entire room.
Yeah.
See
Yep.
if there's anything
Just the chest
in
of
there.
drawers for me. It's the only one I really care about.
I mean,
Essentially, I
this-
reckon looting the room. There's a bunch of dead furniture.
Mhm.
They've either got mimic innards or they've got jewels or something in them.
reagents of some kind.
So yeah. So I mean, let's loot the room.
So okay, let me get a couple of these, and this one, and this one.
Rolling on the
But
random
weren't
treasure
mimics
table.
conjured into existence? So everything we find are just corpses. Are we,
So you found
take
like
with us?
17 gold pieces in total, just around as well.
Are they mimics?
No,
I
they're-
say
lick
this,
them.
but I have dealt with mimic gold coins before.
oh
They
no.
were an entire swarm, and they almost wiped out an entire party.
No,
so
I
I'm just
wouldn't-
like, I check every time.
I wouldn't do that to you. You bite into one of the gold coins and it's soft
Okay,
enough that it's.
I can't
it's
actually
just gold.
bite into coins, so I get one of the other two to like bite the coin.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
have
it's
a
fine.
functional mouth.
This one's mine
Okay.
now, though.
People, like
Right.
everyone keeps forgetting that I am literally like the
It's
Jack in a
man.
Box kind of dude with just a head.
Okay, so
This goes
But
mine now.
Flo,
we've done all of the exploring. I will climb down the
Well,
ladder.
before that,
Oh,
Flo
okay.
actually does find something very interesting in the chest of drawers. It is, it's a coronation, like a flower, like the flower, except the coronation seems to be one whole gemstone that wasn't cut, and the rod is like jade, like the,
It's so pretty.
yeah.
Can I make like an arcana check?
Yeah, go for it. Roll me an arcana.
Ooh, not good. Oh, I have inspiration still.
Yep.
It hasn't been 10
Oh yeah,
minutes.
the bardic inspiration.
Oh, that is... That's a 5
Paula?
altogether.
Well, it is a magic wand, and I'll let you know that using it you can cast Cure Wounds at first level.
This is the fanciest one.
It- but you're not sure if those are all the abilities of the wand.
That's all I need it for, though.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Wait,
Okay.
can I test it?
Yeah,
Cure
sure.
wounds.
I'm fine.
I need wounds
You've wasted it.
cured,
Oh,
please.
cured.
Thank you.
Cast Cure Wounds on him at first level.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. That's 12 points back up.
What?
Yep.
Full hell.
I
Cure
like
Wounds is
it.
real
I'd
good.
like to borrow an eraser. Thank you.
Okay.
I figured that you would want something that frees up spell slots, so I made a magic wand. Yes, it's got other abilities. I'll let you. I want you to find the other ones because I wrote a whole magic table about them. I'm proud of myself.
How come I don't get fun toys?
You will find
you're
one
not
eventually.
magic.
I have a special magic item for everybody at the table.
Oh, cool.
Okie doke.
We'll get to them.
Stay tuned.
And
for
you get an
stage
item,
magic
and
item.
you get an
Yeah.
item, and
so
you
cool.
get an item. Thanks, Oprah.
Anytime.
So I'm gonna go down
Yes.
that ladder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it stealthily
Mm-hmm.
because I'm worried about this.
Okay.
My dwarven senses are telling me that maybe this is dangerous, but also I don't have dwarven senses anymore.
Okay. So
No.
roll me
I
a
am.
stealth check then, I guess.
That's not real good.
Mm-hmm. Does this remind you of a time?
Yeah, this reminds me of a time when Moggy was at home with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
She's not really a good miner, and often she would sneak out so that she could do more interesting things like going to the local bar and learning how to play musical instruments from the rather disreputable musical types that hung out there, which her mother very much disapproved of. But
yeah, all mothers disapprove of.
I imagine I imagine Moggy's mother is a lot my mother and believes that rock and roll is from Satan.
Maybe. I mean, probably not Satan, because I don't know that dwarves believe in Satan.
Yeah.
Maybe the Dark Lord.
Alright, so
There's always a Dark Lord.
roll that stealth check with advantage.
Woo! Okay. So that is significantly better. 19.
Yeah, you are not noticed.
Okay. I'm at the bottom of the ladder.
You are not noticed by the wizard that is in this room. There's
Why have I got that?
so because they're so engrossed in their work.
Yep.
So there's a pedestal with a glowing orb on it, and he's like dancing around it, shouting, throwing handfuls of feathers at it, and then rushing back to this book that's on a book stand and flipping some pages. And as you're sneaking around, an arc of like palest blue lightning crackles out of it up into the roof of the cavern.
This seems dangerously magical.
We should all enter in too. So I am. Oh no, you finish.
I will point up at you guys using message, and I will inform you that there is a spooky wizard down here, and I am going to. Should I shoot him with my crossbow, or should I just try to trip him over?
You should wait
He's-
until we're down there.
Yeah.
When
This
the-
is what we're replying to you.
He's sweating so much. His yellow stained robes are awful. Like, the back is a darker color than the front because the back is just one giant sweat patch.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Reminds me of
Maybe I should
some people
just
I've met at conventions.
Put him out of his misery.
Maybe I
Yeah.
should just shout at him, and it might frighten him out of doing whatever he's doing.
Maybe.
Maybe, or you should possibly wait until the entire party's down there.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Are
it'd
we
be the
having this
wise.
discussion through message?
It'd be
I
the
mean,
wise thing to do.
Yeah. you
Discretion
can
is the
message
greater
that
part of valor, but I don't know that Moggy is all that good at valor, and discretion.
Steak doesn't even use the ladder and just jumps into the hole.
Her
Oi!
wisdom's real low.
Well,
Oh no.
So I'm-
Wizard
I'm-
man!
I'm coming down.
I'm gonna
What's the deal
I-
with
try
these
and trip the
chairs?
wizard.
Yeah. So you're going to try and what, sorry?
Trip the wizard.
Okay.
Okay.
How is that going to work? Because this is
I
not...
believe it has something to do with dex.
Yeah, definitely. But like, I'm used to tripping as a fighting maneuver.
Right. Combat. There we go. That's the right tab.
Oh.
I suppose
get
it's
it.
probably an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then he might need to make a dex save.
Okay. Well, I have rolled a dex save for him, and it's pretty
Okay.
low.
Okay, I'll just make an attack roll, maybe?
Yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here.
Because what I know
Okay.
is it's
So that would be a 18 in total.
Yeah. So startled by a Goliath appearing in his lair, and then also being tripped, he staggers backwards and falls prone and squeals.
I'm going to jump in after them.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, sword drawn.
He squeals and says, "Don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me!"
Why?
Why? Why have you been enchanting things?
I'm trying to fix it.
Oh,
It won't stop. I can't make it stop.
what did you do?
I suddenly regret tripping him over.
So he sort of gets up and puts his knees to his chest and hugs himself. And I was just trying to make it easier for me to carry my books around campus. I just wanted to have a box with legs That shouldn't have been so hard.
Oh dear Christ, you're a student.
We should have killed this guy. I was really ready.
Okay, so
I put my sword back.
I would like to ask him if he knows how to use Dispel Magic.
No.
Oh my god. Why would you have a wizard that doesn't know how to dispel magic?
Well, I'm going to take a gamble.
What level
There's
is
an orb
Dispel
in the
Magic?
middle of the room,
Like
right?
1, 2, 3? Oh my gosh.
Look it up. It's
There's,
Way too high.
Look it up.
No.
there's an orb in the middle of the room, right?
Yes.
And it's potentially the source of all this, right?
Yes, it is.
I think you
Destroy
know where
it.
I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you just
yeah.
want to hit
I
it?
just kind of walk back, walk up, and I don't know. Should I use Anderson for this? Should I use Hans or Christian?
Who are those?
Okay, so Tin is a habit, if only because he feels he's an inanimate object, essentially. But he also has a name, so he feels that other inanimate objects that he owns should have names. As it seems to also be a convention amongst humans, mortals. Considering, he has a teddy bear that was given to him by a small girl he rescued that's named Mr. Bear that he keeps around as a memento of that kind of rescue.
Just a memento.
Just a memento. I don't know what scrupulous rumors you may have heard. Oh no, I know exactly what rumors you've heard. I wrote them. But I'm going to... So essentially, Hans, Christian, and Anderson are my weapons. Hans is my whip, Anderson's my rapier, and Christian is the crossbow. So essentially, I'm gonna, I'll draw Anderson. It's 4 piercing damage, essentially. So I draw my rapier, and I just kind of take my kind of stance, fencing stance, and just stab straight forward. So I'll roll an attack roll.
I'm going to say you hit because it's a stationary object. But so just roll me some damage.
Roll you some damage.
I guess this is where hardness comes into it. Roll high.
That is a 9.
You manage to crack it, and an arc of light hits the pedestal with a magic book on it, and the book sort of sinks away, and there's a gaping mouth, and it starts hopping towards you to try and bite you. Well, the whole thing, the pedestal and the book. The book is its mouth, the pedestal is its body.
Whoopsie daisy.
That's fun.
Break it quicker, break it quicker!
Essentially, do I have time to roll another attack on the
yeah,
orb?
because it's real slow.
Yeah, I'm going to roll another attack on the thing. So
Is anybody else going to
Yeah,
attack?
I'm joining.
That is a
Watch.
10.
Okay.
I got my
That is
mace.
damage. Yep. With
Natural 20.
nice.
Nice.
Should I re-roll that?
No, you can roll
It's like
roll the
It's
double
yeah.
double dice on your modifiers once.
Very
I did-
nice.
You can roll some damage as well.
He gets what he deserves for poking the thing.
That's 8 points of damage.
Okay, altogether that's enough for it to shatter and burst up in a blaze of light, and the mimic pedestal book just sort of falls open mid-hop.
So this one wasn't as good as the ones upstairs.
As I've kind of thinking of someone that flows joy, I said, "Good to see someone knew what I was thinking." I put the sword back and then put it back on. Yeah, I put Anderson back on my hip and.
Mace.
And meanwhile, the wizard is like, "My book! There was the only one!"
Yeah.
Do you mean the
And now
book or the
that's
orb?
The book.
Oh, didn't the book fall over by part of the pedestal?
Yeah, but it's like a corpse now. It's not a book with pages in it anymore.
Why didn't you just learn like a levitate spell or something?
How?
Would have been clever.
Well, what's a levitate spell?
As
you
I
could
turn,
just carry your books next to you.
I turn to the small child. That I'm assuming it's a small child.
Yeah, he's very young. He's
I turn to him and I pick him up. And this is going to be a little confronting for him because I don't smile.
Yes.
I'm constantly smiling, but my voice is actually very angry right now. And I go, magic is not a toy. It is not something for you to play around with. No matter how inconvenient your carrying of books may have been, this was reckless and stupid.
I think I learned my lesson.
Well, good. And I just kind of put him under my arms. We're going back to the head wizard.
Have we dismantled the orb enough that it won't continue making mimics?
Oh yeah, the orb is completely gone. There's no more sign of it.
Okay,
Good.
that's worrying.
What was that? I asked the kid.
Oh, so the book told me how to make the orb, and then use the orb to turn objects in, give them life.
So I kind of turned to someone should probably grab that pedestal at some point because
The book.
the book may or somehow
Someone could
usable.
probably
the
dispel
book was
the
on a
magic on it.
the book was on a reading stand, which is what came to life, and the pedestal is just like a
Okay.
stalagmite with the
The
top cut out of it.
the reading pedestal
Mhm.
thing with the book that's
Like
part of
that.
it. Someone might be able to figure out how to turn it back into a book
Yeah.
and a pedestal, and that thing.
Yeah,
Could maybe go back to
levitate's a
wherever
second
library
level
it's
spell.
taken from.
Yeah.
Also,
Work hard and learn it.
That's out of the reach of this mage
Honestly.
apprentice.
how did he make this
work
magic
hard.
orb if he can't cast levitate even? Oh well, mages.
Are you saying that out loud?
Out loud,
I
yeah.
say wizards. They have no sense of right or wrong. I just
So-
fuck like.
Is there anything else in this room that's worth looting?
Uh,
We're adventurers. We might as well steal everything that's not
Yeah.
nailed down.
there's a couple of spell components like some chalk and some other miscellaneous bits that the powders and things that the apprentice was throwing at the orb, trying to make it work.
Okay.
This boy is incredibly stupid. It's a very stupid boy,
I see.
We'll let the wizard, the archmage, deal with it.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered dealing with fools.
So,
He's not a wizard. He's a very naughty boy.
boy, so you carry the apprentice out of the cave and back up to the courtyard where you met Wisnak.
I look for Wisnak wherever the heck
he's
he may
hanging
be.
around.
He's still standing at the entrance.
Well, he's hanging around in the courtyard, probably sitting on a bench. Reading a book.
Okay, so he's just sitting there smoking his pipe.
Yeah.
I just walk.
Probably
I
so.
kind of march right up to him. I drop
Oh.
the student at his feet and I said, "There's the source of your problems."
Wizwimp, what have you done?
I understand now. I understand everything about this young man.
Oh no!
I just
Flo contains her
I'm
laughter.
taken aback a little by this name, and I'm like, okay.
So,
Don't laugh.
Wizwimp
Not
towers
surprising.
before this archmage and in tears is just, I was trying to make my life easier. And Wisnak says, you can't even cast light yet.
Yeah.
You can't even make light happen.
Flo just starts walking away. She can't be bothered dealing with this. She's like,
Who has the pedestal? Would that be who's picked it up?
With the book on
With
it,
the
the
book,
book
yeah.
mimic. Oh, and it sort of flops close as you put it down. And the archmage says, why did you steal from my library?
Well, that would explain it. He used that book to make some type of orb and made mimics.
And then the book got turned into a mimic.
It's
Can
my
you-
book.
Do you need to? Are you able to turn that
it's-
book back into a?
It's gone forever. The text is lost. It's one of only a handful of copies of that book left in the world.
Well, you should have made a copy of it.
Well, there you go.
So
Lesson learned.
So now that book's destroyed, and the knowledge from it is lost to me now.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
Wizwimp will be reprimanded. I thank you all for your assistance clearing all of this up. It was a very disastrous, frustrating day. I regret I have no money of my own to give you as a
I
reward.
put my hand back.
Instead, what I have are these, and he hands you all what look like ordinary Hessian sacks.
Are these bags of holding?
I turned to him and said, "These better not be mimic bags of holding. I swear to God."
No,
I put
they
my hand
are all
in.
bags of holding.
I'm
Yes.
expecting it to bite. I'm expecting it to
Nice.
bite. It doesn't bite.
So it's
So-
not a bag of devouring either.
No.
Okay.
So A bag of holding is an extra-dimensional space. So it's like a potato sack, and it weighs as much as that, but you can fit in like 70 cubic feet worth of stuff inside of it, and it doesn't weigh any more. So it's really good for transporting stuff.
And despite what Wakfu may teach you, you cannot live in it.
Yeah, no.
What?
So there is a
don't
limited
mind.
air supply inside of the sack.
Okay, right, cool.
Yeah. So we can't use it to store people, because otherwise that constitutes murder.
But dead bodies.
If we put somebody in the sack, do they just die?
Suffocate
yes.
after a period of time.
Like even if you leave the top open, they still suffocate. You have to like put a tube down there with like, the whole thing. And
there's
then people wander around. You walk around, and people are like, "Why is there that pipe sticking out of your bag?" And
I'm carrying the pipe around. What's so weird about
like,
that?
no, but if you say it's too big to fit in the bag of holding, then they're just gonna look at you strange and then realize there's a person in there.
Well, they don't know it's a bag of holding. It's just a Hessian sack.
That's true.
Yeah, why would you be like, it's too big to fit in my bag of holding? Like, why would you add that?
I don't think things through. Okay.
You're
yeah,
a terrible
we
liar,
can tell.
Tim. Terrible liar.
Oh, what is that meant to mean?
Sorry! I'm sorry!
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
I'm not normally this mean.
so you guys can walk down the mountainside, find your horse and carriage house where you left them, or horses and carriage house, 'cause 4 draft horses, and Maria,
Yep.
the name of the servant, she's hanging out there, feeding and brushing the horses. You can hang out at the tavern. You can stay there for the night if you want to.
Is the
I say,
apothecary-
yeah, we hit the
Oh,
stores,
yes, for
essentially.
sure.
Let's
Shopping!
Mm-hmm.
does your character do that?
No.
Oh.
Flo doesn't really care about shopping.
So what
Too much.
are you looking for as shopping stuff?
Healing potions
Yep.
and a healer's kit.
Yep.
Hit up the bank. Get the bank notes.
Yeah, there's one in town for sure.
Sweet. So we're just gonna hit up the bank first, I reckon. Grab our money,
Just get the gold
get
out.
the gold out, and then we'll go buy some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have no real use for money or material odds, but alchemist fire is goddamn handy.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go buy another 2 vials of that.
Okay, so those are chemist fire from memory. They're 25 gold pieces each.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Yeah. I'll buy 4 of them then. Spend half my gold.
Damn.
They're like grenades. It's easy to have.
Spender.
But it's nice to have. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I'm just going to, throw this vial of alchemist fire at you if you're going to be rude, and then they'll explode.
Very
Um,
nice.
Is there a post office in town?
Yes. There's
So-
there's definitely a way to send messages.
Excellent. I will quickly write down my adventure for today
Mm-hmm.
and then bundle up this big bundle of letter, which is ridiculously large at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and take it to the post office.
Okay.
How much do they want for this massive letter?
How long is it? Give me the length of scroll in feet.
It's not a scroll, it's just pages.
Okay, give me the number of pages then.
It's probably like 30 or 40 pages at this point.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 silver pieces.
Oh, that's not so bad. I will give them the 3 silver pieces.
Alright, they attach it to like a messenger bird and send it on its way.
That's a mighty messenger bird.
Powerful owl.
It's probably several birds carrying the parcel.
Excellent.
That's cool.
Sorry, alchemist fires are 50 gold pieces each.
Okay, well, still 4 of them.
Yeah, healer's kit is 5 gold pieces,
Ah, easy.
and the potions of healing are also 50 gold pieces each.
50 each, just for like the standard ones?
Yes, so that's that's 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 4. Okay. How many do we want? 4?
2d4 plus 2, my bad, for the regular potion of healing. 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I will grab. Screw it. I'll get 4 of them.
Where on your person are you carrying the coronation wand? Like, is it in a belt loop or is it inside of your backpack?
I have a question.
It would be like in my backpack.
Are you
So you
saying?
might be able to see the jewel.
Are you saying coronation like put a crown on someone's head, or are you saying carnation?
Carnation, sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a little.
No,
confused.
I don't know how English works. I'm not very good at it. Been speaking it for 25 years. If it's available to be seen, the apothecary will gasp in surprise.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, it's a very powerful magical object. Not only can it cast Cure Wounds, but it has 3 charges on it that replenish each day.
Ooh.
And you can, when you cast Cure Wounds, you can spend 1 or more charges on it to increase the level at which you are casting Cure Wounds.
Oh.
So 1 charge is 1 level. So you can cast, and it casts at 1st level. So you can cast it at 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th level.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th.
Yeah. However, using the charges may have adverse effects.
Lucky I didn't kill steak. That's good. Okay.
No. None of them will kill steak because they're it's a wand of healing.
We're talking extra limbs here, aren't we?
I could do with extra limbs.
Or
Yeah, hold another sword.
Turn purple or something.
That's fun. Alright, okay.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Heals his
Apothecary.
wounds but gives him herpes.
Oh no!
So it's
No,
3
I
charges
made them
a day.
fun and cute.
God damn.
Yes.
3 charges a day.
Yes.
Alright.
That's probably going to be overkill for quite a while.
Yeah.
But I wanted to free up your spell slots to damage and manipulate the area.
Good.
Because that's always like my problem with casters is like, playing a healer or support characters. I never get to cast anything fun because I'm always running around the battlefield touching people and healing them up.
Heal.
Phrasing.
Does that take a full action to use the wand?
Yes, it will take a full action, but you've still got your bonus action to cast maybe a cantrip if you got one of those.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's that.
Thank
if
you,
you guys-
Mr. Apothecary.
He's happy to help. If you guys want to rest up for the night, the inn is at your disposal.
I shall play some soothing music while we rest in the inn, because I have the power of Song of Rest, which gives you all an extra d6 hit points at the end of your rest.
I'm having a long rest though.
Yeah.
So I just
I was
get
thinking
all-
Yeah, I
like you said.
I just felt that
It was nice. It was a
It's
nice
nice.
gesture. Do you want a health potion
to hold.
to have? Not now, to hold and
Like
be
to-
I
yours.
should probably
use.
buy one for myself so that I'm not leeching off all of your funds.
Okay.
But
I'm the
okay,
healer.
I will take it. I take it.
Steak. You can
pocket
have.
it.
I don't want your health potion.
But the
Ooh.
thing is, Steak, you might be the only one conscious, and that means you have to be the one doling out the health potions.
Yeah. Like,
I have to look after all these little babies.
Yeah, do you want 2?
Wow.
You can have 2. Here you go. I give them to Steak.
All right.
And you can have
Okay.
1, Tim.
Yeah, sure. I just put it back in the. I moved everything into the bag of holding, so I just throw it in there with the rest.
nothing breaks in a bag of holding
Yeah,
either.
good. So I just.
I
Listening-
have
put it back
proficiency with a horn. But I
Yes.
think I own a horn.
No?
Can I buy a horn from someone?
Definitely. It'll,
I can find it in the...
Yeah, you'll be able to find a decent horn. Let me see.
Oh,
that with a
the
drum.
horn is 3
Instruments.
gold.
Yes.
That
That
was
was, yeah, so you can play your entrance music.
Yes.
You should get a kazoo. They're much cheaper.
It's just like a bigger kazoo.
I imagine you
All
trying
that
to play like
matters, the steak.
classical music on the
it's
kazoo.
bigger.
Oh boy.
Do, 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 do.
So you guys gonna have a decent meal and spend the night at the inn. You're gonna play. I assume you guys want to spend get a long rest so that you
I don't eat, so I just I kind of like I sharpen my sword and talk to people.
Okay.
Just,
You get some
Don't
fun.
you
Don't you
Sharpen
meditate? Don't you
Yeah.
meditate?
like
Yeah.
I regale them with a tale of the time I snuck into a bandit camp.
Mm-hmm.
This bandit camp had kind of like kidnapped a bunch of farmers
Mm-hmm.
and farmers' children and stuff from this small farming community. They're planning to sell them off. So
Slaves.
yeah, slaves
Wow.
essentially. I snuck, so Tin snuck in there, and because he's got surprisingly good stealth.
Yeah, so,
So he-
nobody could see him in the dark.
Essentially, yeah.
Because he doesn't reflect any light, because he's matte.
Yeah, he's always matte kind
Matte
of
finish.
matte finish. So he's kind of just sneaking through, and eventually, it's very Metal Gear-ish,
Mm-hmm.
but with this giant tin man. So he's just like snapping necks and everything.
Oh boy.
Are you supposed to be
eventually-
a good guy? I
And
don't
eventually he
understand.
gets, they seem to have some type of sentient walking battle carriage, so it all ends with a fist fight on top of the thing between him and a bandit leader that's dressed in a similar way.
Yeah.
But he's like
okay.
he's got long golden hair.
Have a point of inspiration for your character being Solid
Was
Snake.
the bandit's name Liquid?
Um,
That's a lot.
River?
Viscous.
Oh.
Ugh, gross.
No.
So the owner of the tavern is very thankful for the night's entertainment and takes a couple gold discounts off your the price of renting the room for the night, so you guys got a slightly cheaper stay.
Sweet.
Nice.
How much was this time?
I'm not going to make you calculate. I'm just giving you a discount. I'm not going to make you actually deduct gold for staying places.
Okay.
You've got spending money and then you've got investment money. And the spending money just goes towards rations and water and staying the night at places. But then investment money is what you get from quests. This is how I rule it.
Yeah.
And so you spend the 100 and 200 gold pieces that you got from as quest rewards on stuff that you actually care about.
Right. So there's no level of accommodation. You know how you can live
Not
Yeah.
real,
normally
not at this
locally?
place.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same small-ish room. There's a
Okay.
bed and a table
Yeah.
in each
Yeah.
room.
Gotcha.
I do want to point out that story didn't start off as a Metal Gear
Yeah.
pastiche.
No.
It was completely different. It just
Yeah,
I don't. It just went there. As we were talking, I was just
Yeah.
I'll make this a Metal
that's how
Gear joke.
improv games. That's how
Yeah.
improv games work. You get inspiration.
Got to stop wooden gear.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the next morning, you guys ship out. Now, which way are you guys going to head? Because the whole world is open to you.
Why do we want to
Do
go?
we
Wait,
have
so
a
our
map?
quest is finished and
Yeah.
we'd just...
Do you have a
done.
map?
Flo might have a map. Does Flo? She's been around the world.
Yeah.
Not
You
really.
guys will.
I realize that I have forgotten to ask about the curse.
Ah.
Gosh, darn it, Moggy!
Before we leave, in the morning,
Oh, there's
I will
the-
run up to the wizard's place while you guys are getting ready.
Can I come with her?
Yeah,
Can I come
Sure.
with
you
you?
can come with.
Thank you.
And I will find whoever appears to be most in charge, probably
Mhm.
Wiznak,
Yeah.
and I will ask him if he knows much about breaking curses.
Oh, he knows many things about curses, their effects on people, how long they last, which is generations. Breaking them is really difficult. Curses don't usually respond to just what's the
Dispel magic?
or that other one that actually works on people to remove curses.
Remove curse.
Yeah.
So it's
That's high level spell magic, but sometimes it doesn't work if they're depending on how high level the
So
spells. Yeah, remove curse.
I'm gonna put my hands together and lean forwards, kind of like this, and say, "What about a curse that was put on a family by a dark lord?"
Oh, that would be most difficult to remove. That's very powerful magics.
I see. Would you have any idea of how to do such a thing?
Depends on the curse, really.
So I will pull my hood back and take my glasses off and say, I am actually a dwarf. It doesn't look like it, but I and my family were cursed generations ago by the Dark Lord because my family fought the Dark Lord. I would like to break the curse so we can be dwarves again.
Are you sure? I've met many tieflings.
I am
knew it.
definitely
I
a
knew
dwarf.
it.
I insight checked her and it was...
Tieflings are fine. They live perfectly healthy lives.
Certainly, but they're not dwarves. And I would like to be a dwarf again.
Okay.
You may have heard of my family. It's the Bloodstone clan.
Oh. Yes. I see. Okay. I apologize. That was my mistake. Have you spoken to a sage?
Yes, I have. He was not very helpful.
No?
And quite drunk.
Oh, well.
Can I insight
Seems
check
like-
this guy to
Yeah,
see
go
if
for
he
it.
actually recognizes like her family or whatever? That is a 20, not natural.
So you get the sense that Wisnak knows very well how to remove a curse of this nature, but is unwilling to say.
Did
I
we
don't know what
all
to say.
follow her?
If you want to have gone up in the morning, you can all have gone up together.
Can I just like...
Mhm.
Sorry, Wisnak.
Mhm. You're about the same age as
Yeah.
Wisnak. So if you want to like
Bye, Wisnak.
relate to it.
I'm just gonna...
See
And
you
I
at
pull
bingo.
Moggy aside.
See you at bingo.
See you at bingo. I think he knows something that he's not telling us.
But why would he hide it? Is he working for the Dark Lord, do you think?
Oh god, I didn't even think about that.
Did we just give the prince to the Dark Lord's minion?
This is very bad. Maybe we should break the prince out.
If we're all there, then it's like, well, it's go time.
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Let's kill the wizard.
What does he know something about your clan? That
I mean, most people have heard about my clan because we were, well, maybe not most people. Most of the long-lived races would remember my clan because we were in the Great War against the Dark Lord, which is when we got cursed. So it's reasonable that he would know about the clan.
Is there any reason that you might not like your clan, other than being like a Dark Lord minion?
Don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I
Maybe
mean,
he's horribly racist. He
My-
doesn't like dwarves.
But tieflings are fine.
maybe. I mean, my family has just been attempting to be normal dwarves since then, but failing horribly because we can't do dwarfy things like drink a whole bunch and not be sick.
Or hate on elves.
Okay.
Anyone can hate elves. Even elves hate elves.
Damn elves,
Could
they
I-
ruined elfdom for elves.
Can I think of any reason why he would suggest a sage over a wizard?
Sages are really good for like vision quests, finding out about yourself, and long journeys of that nature. Wizards solve and cause problems.
So he's like,
The lack of
I have a
morality
feeling he doesn't believe you're cursed, Moggy.
Oh,
I have a feeling he just thinks you might be a little bit insane.
okay.
With your insight, he definitely knows the Bloodstone clan.
Yeah. Does he know that they're cursed?
Yes,
Okay.
that part he was telling the truth. He's just hiding that he knows more about the curse and doesn't want to say.
Okay, so
So
Beat the
after we've
answer
had
out
our
of
little
Aside.
aside, I would like to go back to him and say, having conferred with my friends, we have come to the conclusion that it's likely that you know more that you're not telling me. And I would very much like for you to tell me at least why you're not telling me, if not just tell me everything. And
Because you're so young.
I'm 60.
Shit, you're 60? Oh my god, we're like besties now.
You don't look a day over 55, honey.
I wouldn't want
Yeah.
anyone to go through that journey.
For the sake of my family, I must do what I can. Can I roll persuasion on him?
Yeah, roll a persuasion. roll a persuasion.
My persuasion's pretty okay,
Can't believe
so
I
if I
forgot
don't
to
roll
ask how old you
horribly.
were.
That's a 19 on the die, so that is a 26.
Yeah, so he's persuaded and he says, look, the journey's going to be long and it's not going to be fun, but you will have to travel into North Rive, all through all the cities, find the crack in the ground to Otherworld, where your grandparents fell, find their bones, and use them to exact vengeance.
Okay.
So who to
Elaborate.
find the Dark Lord? Wait, do you know anything about the Dark Lord?
Well, I know he's gone away and he's not bothered us in a long time.
Okay.
Got bored real easy. He's decided he's had enough of this shit. He's
These
going to
people
play
are too
Xbox.
easy to kill.
No, but the good guys won. It
Oh,
took
yeah.
a really long time.
Because he's been too busy playing Xbox.
Yeah, sure.
The X-Bone.
It's funny because that's what the actual acronym looks like.
Yeah, Xbox One.
It's called the X-Bone.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Mhm.
So what city was that?
Oh, so
Or
this is
continent?
the map. North Rive is the northern continent. I'll post the map to the Facebook page. If you go to C31PLAYSDnD, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, up there is the crack in the ground where all the demons of the world spawn from, where the Dark Lord launched his invasion of the world.
That sounds like a place that needs some healing. Do you guys want to go?
If you wanted to go.
Want to go heal some demons?
God.
So right now, you guys are right in the middle of Midrule, where this cluster of hills is.
Yeah.
And you can basically get to any of the major cities around there,
The cracks
wherever you want to go.
in the ground, essentially. The portals, crack
Yeah.
portal, whatever, that
Mhm.
travels between them. Are there any other ones that go to any other places?
No, there's just Otherworld.
Okay, cool.
Well, team.
Mhm.
Well, I guess we know where we're headed.
Hooray!
Back to the farm.
Oh,
So-
Bye-bye.
Steak, you don't want to join us?
I have gold for new plows.
What about
but
all the
you haven't
gold?
redeemed your family or yourself. No, not your family. You haven't redeemed yourself for
It's
that
true.
horrible dark past.
I do have a horrible dark past, which you'll have to stay tuned to find out more about.
You can become a
Yeah.
hero if you come with us and fight demons.
I think steak is
But I'm
upsetting
also like,
sensei.
why the fighting the demons? The demons aren't really doing anything, are they? They're just hanging out.
For
Or
now.
they're doing bad stuff.
Well, you'll have to head into North Rive to find out more about it,
Okay.
about them. Up to King's Falling, that's the capital city of North Rive.
That
So,
was my favorite pun out of all of the puns that I put on that map. King's Falling.
Gosh.
so yeah, if you want, your best bet is probably to head up north through Sunnydale.
Yay, vampires.
Yeah. Instead of heading to Hawkins or Bonperm.
Do you guys want to go hang out with some vampires?
Hey, you
And
know,
then some demons?
vampires are fine. They're easy to kill.
Yeah,
It's
they'd
basically,
break
if,
their teeth on you. Yeah.
you know, if they sparkle, it's okay.
Ah, yeah. They're the easy ones. They're level 1 vampires.
just stab anything that sparkles.
Okay. So you guys embark on your journey to
Yeah, pretty much.
Sunnydale?
Let's get going. Let's
Okay,
let's head
so
off.
we're gonna end with the morning after you go travel for a day, camp for the night, and in the morning you wake up and you knock on the carriage to get Maria up and out, and Maria was with you the day before. She went into the carriage to sleep, but Maria doesn't come out the carriage. The door bursts open, and the prince jumps out of the carriage.
Siegfried!
And he
Okay,
says,
I punch the
"Who's-"
French.
And he says, "Who's ready for an adventure?"
I punch him.
And it's
That's
done.
it. It's just sock right in the jaw.
I hate this child.
We now have to go back because of this stupid boy.
Oh gosh.
We could
thank-
use him to feed the enemy, though.
No.
I think that's good.
No.
Thank you for joining us on this adventure of C31 Plays Dungeons and Dragons. Find our Facebook and Twitter page, C31PLAYSDnD. They're really easy to find. I will hopefully get off my butt and start posting things regularly.
One can hope.
You
Yeah,
can tell we have a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
I need to hire an online community manager, somebody who can do that for me.
Do you
We've
have
got
the money
money.
to?
No,
no. Do it yourself.
Yeah, okay. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.